Let's record a podcast. We gonna record a podcast. Talk a lot about a lot of nothing. Gonna be talking about nothing. Maybe a little something. I don't know. God damn it. Riddle me this, Batman.
No.
Did you say your pits are censored for work?
I asked if they were censored for work.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what Dan from HR is going to complain about.
Do we have another staff member?
Hey,
Yeah.
Jamal, now we have Dan. Sweet.
Yeah, Dan from HR.
I had no idea we were making money. Where's it at?
Dan's taking it all. Offshore accounts.
You already know. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Bored Till Death podcast. Ben's over here showing off his musky pits, and Andrew's playing with a rapper annoyingly. So, welcome, everyone.
It's a Mr. Goodbar rapper.
Who the fuck eats Mr. Good Bars? Come on.
What? Mr. Goodbar's slap.
You only find those in the old people's fucking candy basket when you go to your grandparents' house.
The assorted Hershey. I don't know. Aaron gave it to me. It's good.
Why are you starting off the podcast angering me?
Me? Well, everything
Why
pisses
is
you
the
off.
term Mr. Goodbar being brought up?
Because I was
Leave
doing
it in
this.
the trash can where it belongs.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know who was pissing you off. I thought it was me out talking shit.
Mr. Plain Jane Hershey's. I'm sorry.
Who likes
about the-
plain Jane Hershey's? What?
Well, apparently, if you don't like Mr. Goodbar, it's a step up from the plain.
Special dark, baby.
Ben's giving off Kid Rock vibes right now.
Who the hell is Kid Rock?
He's just like,
Oh my god! Did y'all see that video of him
yes.
blowing up the damn? Oh my god! So
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky right now, he says, as he opens up an entire mag with his AR on a stack of Bud Light.
yeah, he put a bunch of Bud Lights on a tabletop, protesting them for putting the rainbow flag on their beer cans and stuff. I always love it when the anti-cancel culture wants to cancel things. It's just it's hilarious to me.
It makes no sense. But like,
Best
beer art is trash, so why
exactly
shoot it?
trash people who drink trash things. The funny thing is like.
But like, it's not trash. It's just not good.
You just said it was trash.
I said their art was trash.
Oh, sorry.
Can't,
best
if
part
you
of
can't appeal to me with your aesthetics, don't appeal to me at all. Look pretty
part
or
of-
go away.
Okay.
Andrew, I'm going to need you to work on some things. Next podcast.
Okay.
The best part of that damn video is he emptied a whole mag and he missed like half of it.
I was going to say, you would have expected that entire pile to be absolutely obliterated. There was still stuff standing.
Yeah. Good God. How was y'all's weeks? And Ben, you look like you got more tattoo work. You can finally show it off. It's the only time you ever wear a muscle shirt.
I did not get more tattoo work. That's all been done, sir.
Oh.
It was done since the last week.
Feeling like 2010's metalcore?
I feel like I wanted to feel back when I was 18, and it's great. But now at 31, so it's not so good. It's not so good.
Just
Whatever.
hurts a lot more. Yeah.
Better late than never.
Which also makes me think, like, all those tatted up kids back in the day, like, what the heck were they doing to get that many tattoos?
Right?
Slurping some yurt on the side of the road? Like, what is going
Slurping
on,
some
dude?
yurt.
How did
Oh,
you
no.
afford all of that?
I don't
What the
know.
fuck is yurt?
Use your imagination. I've heard rumors about many a scene kid from our area, so I would not be surprised.
Oh, man. Yeah, that goes back to the conversation of like when we were in bands when we were like 20 years old and having no money but to just buy gear. That's all we had because we were living. So
when we were 20,
obviously.
that's cute.
Wait, what? What
You said when we had no money when we were 20. I was like, my dude, we broke.
Oh, I'm sorry. You gave up early. You went and got a real job. Well, we all.
I did.
Suffered at Office Max and random restaurants.
Listen, man, when Plea for Purging put out that quit your band to get a job tour, I was like,
oh, the pizza shirt? Yeah.
I had to go do it.
Chorin.
Yeah, I felt that. Speaking of, well, I don't know how that speaks of it, but yeah, I think of Plea Purging, I think of Furnace Fest, and I think Alabama. Have y'all been to Buc-ee's in Alabama?
I've driven by it. I've driven by it multiple times, but
you haven't. Yeah,
you mean specifically the Buc-ee's in Alabama, or just Buc-ee's in general?
Buc-ee's in general, because I think they're only in Alabama, that far east.
No,
are they in Georgia and Florida?
They got them in Florida. Yeah.
No shit, they down there now. Have y'all ever been?
No,
I've driven by it.
I always see all these like influencer videos. That's like the new hot thing. They all visit a Buc-ee's and be like, "Look at the pork sandwiches you can buy and shit." And I'm like, "What?"
They got like a home furniture section and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude. You think of it, they have it. They're basically a department store that sells gas.
It's like a Fred Meyer's.
And yeah, it's part of the reason why I haven't gone, because I've always been kind of curious. But anytime you drive by it, the parking lot is just absolutely slam packed, and I'm just like, nah, I just get in and out. I don't want that right now. People will actually design their road trips around, like, oh, we got to leave an hour or two early so we can stop at Buc-ee's and do our usual, it's crazy.
It's got a cult following for sure.
Yeah, like, I see people wearing like Buc-ee's merch and stuff around.
I understand a good gas station because, I am a loyalist to love gas stations. But if I got to pee or I'm running out of gas, I'm stopping at the Flying J on the way, What was that?
What was that?
That's fair. That was laughter. That was a funny ha-ha being had.
Okay. Care to explain more?
I do not.
Just okay. So how was y'all's week?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my god, y'all so boring. Jesus Christ.
How was your week, Taylor?
Boring.
How was your week?
You're boring. Well, how was your week? What'd you do?
Since we're recorded,
you drive some things?
I drove some stuff around.
Yeah.
I played some Call of Duty.
Did you gamble?
I haven't gambled this week. I am broke right now.
Oh my
I've watched some baseball. Braves 5-1.
Baseball?
Hell yeah, bro.
Whoa! Dude, that's pretty cool.
I hate you both so much.
I had another funny work thing happen.
What? Tell us, please.
Somebody that listens to us, please, if anyone out there has also had a plethora of funny / awkward work stories, please let me know that I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
I was going to say, because I have so many. So this week was my onboarding. It started on Monday for the new job. HR person's like, oh, write me a bio about you and give me a picture for to use. I'm like, I don't have any kind of more professionally pictures really. So I just sent her this one picture. I'm going to send this in the chat real quick and I will add it to the recording later. But this is what I accidentally sent her.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Ben, you got to look.
I'm sorry.
I had it.
Damn, boy, you thick.
Why did you send that?
It wasn't on purpose. I had it saved. Okay, you know, like you always see on Facebook and stuff.
Oh my god!
People will post stills from movies, cinematography stills, and say the movie, the director, the year, as an appreciation for how good the cinematography is. So This was being passed around as a joke of how great the cinematography in The Phantom Menace is. And I don't know why, just this still frame of him was so funny to me. I saved it, and I accidentally clicked that one while I was going through photos and sent that. And the funniest thing is she emailed back and she was like, She's like, I think you accidentally attached the wrong photo. Good movie though, haha. I'll have to put a screenshot of the email up there too. But
hold up, what was more embarrassing, that or the pork chop sandwiches text tone in front of your boss?
Oh well, the pork chop sandwiches was in person. Pork chop sandwiches. that was in person, so probably that. But still, like, you just start a new job. This is my first time meeting this particular HR person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it's like I'm trolling him with a picture like, yep, oh, this is me. Like,
I hope they open it like, oh, we hired the wrong person.
Yeah. This is the new guy.
Oh, God. Good job, buddy. You're famous for that.
I'm on a roll.
You know, it could be worse. It could be way worse of what you sent. So we'll give you that one.
Oh, yeah.
But let's be more careful next time.
Careful.
I might steal that image. Change my Twitter photo. My Twitter photo has been a fucking photo of Sylvester Stallone with like this giant afro and a pink shirt and stuff like that for like 5 years, and I don't know why. I just had it, grabbed it, put it on there. That might be my new one right there. I like it. Oh, damn! You threw me off there. That was funny. It was so crazy. Today's like 10 people's birthdays that I know of, and then I find out.
Whoa!
I hear an echo, by the way.
That's wild.
Did you know Kurt Cobain and Alice in Chains, Layne Staley lead singer, died on the same day, 8 years apart?
I can't.
It's like,
I can't.
It's like, what is wrong with this
right
day?
Now. But no, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's just absolutely insane. I am. Yeah, today's been fun so far. We're also doing video, so this is live. We can't cut this out.
Let's go.
I go lie. I'm struggling. It's been a day for me, so I'm like here. But then Ben, it's like, wow. And I'm like, yeah. You know what? Let's play a game. We're gonna get into it. We'll get to a game.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You're gonna love this one out there. We are going to play Name the Celebrities' Worst Rated and Best Rated Movies.
Oh boy.
Down?
Okay.
You ready for this one? Ben, I need you to acknowledge that you're ready for this.
I mean, I'm here for the next hour, so whether I want to or not, we're doing it.
You're ours now.
No, so I went through, got a few people, actors and actors. No one like old school, like within the last 20 years, all these movies are made. And I also didn't go with like fucking like festival movies that like no one has ever seen and shit. So these are movies that I know we've all seen or at least heard of. We're gonna start off pretty easily though. Will Smith.
Highest rated, lowest rated?
Highest rated by by Rotten Tomatoes score. What's the highest rated? You're fucking cheating. I know you are.
No, I'm not.
No,
I will screen share right now. I am not.
That's all right. Both of y'all screen share right now. No.
I'm gonna say Men in Black 1 highest, Wild West.
Yeah, what's the lowest? Oh, that's rude.
Rude? Do you like Wild West?
Highest is Men in Black. Lowest is the one he did with this kid.
Karate Kid?
Ben, you're correct. No, he wasn't in Karate Kid. After Earth.
I watch movies, but only the movies that aren't questioned.
What?
So there was a what do you call it, charades kind of thing that we were playing one night, and I was if you get it wrong, you get bonked on the head. And I was like, yeah, you know this movie. I watch movies. Just give me movie references. And he was referencing some kind of like, again, it's like a dirty game, but it's like a reach around for Full Metal Jacket. And I was like, what? And he's like, Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And I'm like, all I know is the guy kills himself. I've not seen that movie. And he's like, oh, you know all the movies except for the one I've seen or that I talk about. So I watch movies until I'm questioned on it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Have you watched Full Metal Jacket since?
I have not.
It's a good movie. You should watch it. Oh.
He only likes it for the reach around.
Yeah, it's true. There's other scenes. Our boy, Henry Cavill. Best movies been in. The highest rated movie, we should say.
Oh. Is he the main character in it?
Most all these in it. Yeah, all these movies I wouldn't say they're all the main character, but they're like one of the top characters.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E., I want to say, is one of his lower ones, and the higher ones.
So Count of Monte Cristo is not going to be one of them because he was a very super side character in that.
Count of Monte Cristo.
No, Cristo, not Crisco.
No, I always say Crisco.
The Count of Cooking.
The Grease.
I don't know.
Mission Impossible, where he cocks his arms like guns.
Yeah, but is that highest or lowest?
Highest.
Okay.
That's how I know he's cheating. He's 3 for 3 so far.
Is he really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't even think
literally
Fallout.
Looking right at the screen right here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of his movies besides Man of Steel. It was like throwing me off. So
yeah, that movie was rated at 97%.
Damn.
And lowest, we know this one.
Man of Steel.
And that's why I was saying Man from U.N.C.L.E., but I don't know.
Batman versus Superman, 29%.
Oh, okay.
Even
Fair.
Audience scores a lot higher. All right. Let's get one of the ladies in here. Jennifer Lawrence. What's the highest movie she's ever been in?
Oh, she's been in a lot.
Yeah. Should have got some background music for this.
I don't think it's Hunger Games either way.
No, it's not one of the Hunger Games.
No. Highest rated she's ever been in. What's the one that has like, is it Hustle? That has like Christian Bale and all those guys in it?
American Hustle, 92%.
Hustle.
Good job.
Was that right? Nice.
Pulled that one out of your ass.
Nice.
And this one's one of her earlier movies when she was getting started, before she was a big star, before the Hunger Games.
Okay, then I have no idea what it is then.
Yeah, no clue.
House at the end of the street.
I didn't know she was in that.
That was she's the main character. That one was pretty big.
House at the end of the street, or the second house on the left.
Those are two different movies.
I know, that's why I'm clarifying.
House at the end of the street.
House at the street. Not the one where the dad blows up the head in the microwave.
Oh,
dude, that movie's wild. Second house on the left is like wild.
Yeah,
I did not know what I was signing up for when I went to see that.
I was working at Rave when that one came out and went and saw it, and I was just oof. Here we go.
Fun.
Everyone's least favorite Chris Pratt.
Everyone's least
Super
favorite
Mario Brothers.
That one hasn't been rated yet for me. Actually, I just saw the rating for that yesterday. It's
like at 56%. Oh, okay, it went lower.
For his lowest, I'm going to say, I don't know if this is true, I have no idea, but Tomorrow War.
No.
Okay.
It'd be one of the Jurassic Parks. I'm going to go with Dominion.
Wasn't Dominion like the highest rated one?
No,
you know what? I didn't hate Dominion. I ain't gonna lie.
You're wrong.
I didn't hate. I said I didn't hate it.
Trash.
It was better than the second one they made, Fallen Kingdom.
All three of them. Okay, first of all, side tangent.
Here we go.
Number 2 of the new trilogy was terrible, just because of the fact they made you watch a long neck burn alive.
Well,
and then wail. No, and you don't say, well, yes. That is the sole reason that movie's trash. Aside from it also being trash. Like, that trash. Solidified, I was like, I'm sorry, why am I watching a freaking long neck die?
So this is an emotional response, not a rational, like,
well, no. This
level-headed
is
look at why.
Just by the way, you're defending what I said, by the way.
But Dominion is worse because they baited you with the original characters coming back. They're like, look, there's some people. And you're like, I'm going to go see it for this. And let me guess. Sam Neill also has the power to control dinosaurs with his hands. Jog on. No.
Wait, was that really a thing? I don't watch anything anymore.
Sam Neill did, raptors don't eat me. And it worked.
I mean,
stupid.
Is it safe to say it's the third best Jurassic whatever movie franchise?
World?
Of
like
all
the whole thing?
All
number
6.
2 and number 3 of the Jurassic Worlds.
No, I'm combining all 6 movies. Okay, all Jurassic movies.
5 and 6 were equally trash, in the dumpster, fire.
They are not equally trash.
Equally trash. 4.
No. Four is the second best.
At least had a little bit.
Yeah. I don't get into this. Number 3 is like everyone loves number 3. No, that one sucked. It didn't suck, but it wasn't good.
Alan. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I watched number 3 on.
We all saw number 3 a million times. Yes,
on repeat.
Which is, I don't know.
I'm gonna say the second one of the original trilogy is ass.
That was the weakest one. That was the weakest one of that.
The Lost World.
For sure.
Yeah. The Lost World.
But anyways, Chris Pratt.
Both seconds are the worst. And I like the second third over the first third more, which makes it the number 3 best movie.
Okay.
There's a lot. You know what it is? Number 3 has a lot of dinosaurs in it. And I felt like they did that on purpose. Like, they were like, number 2 had no dinosaurs in it for like, there was like 10 minutes you saw a dinosaur in a damn movie. And number 3, they were like, all right, half this motherfucking movie is going to have dinosaurs, which it should.
Yeah. It's Jurassic. Whatever.
Ben's giving up on me. This guy's an idiot.
I'm letting you spout your lies.
What's the best Chris Pratt movie?
That's a joke. Joke's on you. There is none. What?
That's true. I love how everyone's turned on him.
Honestly, I don't understand it, to be honest.
Him as Andy in Parks and Rec was like the only thing I truly loved him doing, because he was improving and he was being like, his acting, whatever. Like,
it's like after the first Guardians, it kind of was just like, all right, I'm kind of done with Chris Pratt now.
Yeah, and I would say based on that, the Guardians 1 is the highest rated. Okay. He's been. Well, I mean, you cannot count Infinity War or any of those.
No, it's got to be his movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's the game here? They're just in the movie, right?
Big movies.
They've got to be a major player, and if that's the case, then Infinity War, or whatever, one of those two would be it.
Yeah, ready? You give up?
Yeah.
The Lego Movie, 96%.
Okay,
that's a fair win.
Lead voice there.
He's in that.
If it wasn't a voice role, it would be Endgame, 94%.
Okay,
so, in his worst movie, I don't think y'all are going to get this one. I probably shouldn't have gone with this one, but it was just so low compared to everything else. Movie 43, that one of those dumbass million celebrities in a movie. Yeah.
That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit answer. Yeah. What's the next one?
I don't even know what that is.
It was one of those sploof movies where they make fun of a bunch of different movies in one, like a scary movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of those dumb movies. Well, Chris Hemsworth. I might have given away this one. I'm going to lie.
Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame, 94%. Oops. But his worst movie. Y'all know this movie.
Fantastic Four.
He was in Fantastic Four.
Cabin in the Woods.
Torch. That's Chris Evans, bro.
Wait, what did you say?
Wrong, Chris.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, Hemsworth. Oh, my bad.
Wow, dude.
Wow, my God.
Red Dawn, the remake.
Yeah, that's my boy. Finally, Red Dawn's a
the answer's Red Dawn. Finally, oh my God.
A whopping 14%. You go through Chris Hemsworth's movies though; he's actually got good ratings on a bunch of his movies. That one was just way down there.
I saw the trailer for the Netflix, the sequel to Extraction, and
it looks.
Did they release it?
Good. It looks. Pretty
I didn't see they released it.
Oh, dude, it looks so good.
I never saw the first one, and I was like, I kind of want to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
you never saw the first one?
No, I don't watch Netflix movies,
bro. It's a Russo brothers movies. Like
I didn't know
bangers.
That.
God, yeah.
The trailer for the second one is just a one shot of him trying to make his way across a prison yard, just beating the living shit out of everybody.
If I remember, they had a really good one shot in the first one too, of a chase through the town and stuff like that. No, that first Extraction movie, oh my God, that's probably my favorite Chris Hemsworth movie. It's so good. I only got one more here. Margot Robbie.
Don't care and don't care.
Wow, that was just. It's going to be great when I make some shorts with this clip.
Listen, I don't understand the hype, and if it's not Barbie, I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
That's where your interest comes in.
Yep.
Barbie.
Stop right now. Search up the Barbie trailer. Enjoy it. Search up the Barbie trailer.
Every time I think I get a handle on you and your interests, you just surprise me every single time.
Well, anyways, the highest rated is I, Tonya.
And the original Suicide Squad.
It's the second worst rated. There's another movie called Terminal, but I was going to say if you got Suicide Squad, that'd be correct. 26%.
Like 20 minutes of Terminal.
It looked dumb as hell. Yeah,
not good.
Is that the one that Will Smith was in, and it was a very weird tension?
Nope. No.
Okay.
No. Where they supposedly cheated.
Yeah.
He cheated on her, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I forget what that movie's called, but you don't like Margot? What's wrong with Margot?
There's nothing wrong with her, but it's like every Chad and Brad that are like Margot Robbie. Oh my god!
I mean, they're going off hotness there. I think she's a good actress.
It's fine. I like her as Harley Quinn. She does okay. She plays the character cool. That's where I'm at with it.
I liked her character in The Wolf of Wall Street too. She was pretty good in there. But that's also where everyone fell in love with her.
Also, did not like that movie. So, oops.
Come on, it's a Martin Scorsese. It's cinema.
So what if we watch a guy do a lot of drugs and crime for about 2.5 hours?
Sounds great to me.
What do you think the people would want to watch?
We're not going to cut anything at all.
You're honestly describing a lot of Scorsese when you say that.
Exactly.
A lot.
Did he do The Departed?
I think that was a Scorsese movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Jamal, look it up.
He does all those mafia type of movies. All of this stuff is all crime, organized crime related stuff.
He does have some random ones out there.
He does,
but he's gonna be gone here soon. Yeah, he did. He did the Goodfellas. Yeah, that's right. Taxi Driver.
Did you put a hit out on Scorsese? Is this because of his Marvel comments?
Yeah, he did do The Departed.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I've actually seen.
Fuck that guy. No, I like some of his films. Goodfellas is always a good watch. All right. Well, Ben, you had a grand old time with that. Andrew, you got no answers right. So
hey guys,
sorry, you got one. You got one.
I love playing games. Games are cool. Games are fun.
Let's get in with some interaction with the audience.
Let's get some interaction. Hey, audience.
This
week
on the Instagram, we asked, give us a positive memory from your childhood. This podcast tends to be a little negative. So let's bring some positivity into this. How about that? Ben, you got some good answers?
Yes, Ben doesn't sound like
more
he's
laughter.
got any.
Shit.
Don't laugh at yourself here.
While I look up the answers our fans out there gave us, why don't one of y'all share stories for us?
I don't really have a story, but I have things.
Well, what do you got?
My grandma brought me peasants.
Peasants? You had slaves?
Wow, Ben.
Wow.
Wow.
You almost got me there. You almost got me there. Because I was like, peasants. I was like, yeah. And you were like, slaves. I was like, no. Not cool.
Skate shops. Local skate shops.
561, baby.
561.
561 especially. Back when it was in Rio. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Was it
Rio or Rio?
Rio? It was Rio.
I thought it was Rio.
That's how I always thought it was pronounced, but anyone that lived there always pronounced it Rio, so that's how I always say it. Anyways.
Right?
Welcome to Florida.
Rio
also,
Beach.
So when you sent that out, something random popped in my head. Do you guys ever remember It's a Kadoozies? The popsicles? Was it their commercial? Yeah, it was the spirally ones. Like, it's a Kadoozie. It was like this long on a stick, and it was spirally.
Whoa.
It was the exact way that you're reacting right now is why it was hard to eat them around certain people.
Yeah. I remember these things. They look like a big old lollipop. How they at like Disney World, the color.
Yeah.
Going up. Yeah.
Those things were awesome. Except you had to be careful about what company you ate them in front of.
No. Strawberry shortcake ice creams. That's the jam.
Oh,
yeah, true.
I always went Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the gumball eyeballs. Those were my go-to. Andrew, you also said overthrowing the government on our page.
I've never done that. What are you talking about?
I will say, not as a child, but as a grown man in my 26, 27, I heard the ice cream man going down the road in the middle of Ocala. Mind you, I'm staying at my friend's house, the Maxwell's, and I'm like, I hear ding, 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 and I'm like, and I just cock my head. Shoes are off, barefoot. I go, quick, who has $3? Grabbed the cash, ran out the door, and ran 3 blocks down to catch up with the dude. No shit. I was like,
Ben's just robbing an elderly man walking his dog. I need ice cream!
It's like, imagine you're I don't know, it's a Tuesday afternoon in Ocala. There's nothing happening. And it just like, you just look out your window to see a barefooted middle-aged man running down the road with cash in his hand.
Listen, I'm doing that to this day. I don't know why you're saying 27. I'm doing that.
I don't see him anymore. They don't really do
sad.
anything in North Carolina anymore.
This is a little more specific to our area and people that listen, like where we're from or whatever. But Wednesday nights at the PSL Boulevard McDonald's.
No, you talked about that. Yeah,
50-cent burgers and a fist fight, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
we throwing fries in hands. Watch out.
People hardcore dancing in the parking lot. Everybody thinking they're so cool.
Just playing the GameCube inside. No, I didn't participate in that. I wasn't in the scene in those days, but I've heard many stories about those sessions out there.
Those were good times.
Many stories. Ben, you got one? Oh wait, no, that wasn't when you were a child.
That was me as a grown man.
No, child.
Most of mine that involve stories aren't like heartwarming or anything. They're just funny stories about dumb kids doing dumb stuff. What did I just witness?
Sorry, there's a cocaine bowl. No, it's a bowl of something, but I have headphones on. It's apparently an aioli. I don't
good
like
aioli.
it.
A little garlic, maybe. Some herb action.
See, garlic?
Chipotle.
And also, that's to prove to you all that Emily and I are not vampires because she loves garlic.
Oh, I was about to say, you just said no.
I'm still a little confused because you said no. Are you saying you don't like garlic?
I accept garlic in moderate quantities.
Sounds like you're that in-between stage of becoming a vampire. What's it called? A median?
I can't. I'm
also full of like Scottish and German blood, so like the blander my food, the better.
No, get the fuck!
Get out of here!
Get out of here! I got the red beer too. I love a potato with a bunch of shit on it. Come on.
If you were English, then friggin' beans and toast. What the hell is that?
Yeah, but I love potatoes.
Blood pudding.
Blood pudding. I saw a picture the other day. It was from someone who was on a trip. In London. It was like, whoever told me to go to London owes me an apology. And it was just a picture of a sausage with beans and toast, and that was literally it on the plate.
I know. I love how Gordon Ramsay's like hardcore from England, but what's their food? Come on, it's garbage.
Well, that's why he's so good at what he does. He's trying to escape.
I gotta get out of here.
I'll give you a few answers from the Graham. Here we go. Did you ever do Thunder Skate in St. Lucie West?
Oh, baby! That's where I learned how to the rollerblade backwards.
I never went to Thunder Skate. I always went to Skate City.
Oh, is that the Fort Pierce one?
I don't remember, honestly.
It's a knockoff one.
Yeah, there was one.
Skate City was the one that was more like modern with like all the crazy lights and the crazy arcade and all that stuff.
I only went to one up by the Met Stadium out there.
Yep,
in the back there.
I remember going.
Never mind. I'm getting my names mixed up. Skate City was the name of the skate park. Thunder Skate is what I went to.
There was one in Stewart too, and I can't remember that one. I just remember like Thunder Skate was the first like time I went out on a Friday night with friends, probably like 6th grade, 5th grade, and I was introduced to circles of people dancing and shaking their ass and like hollering. That was my first induction into it. I'm like, what is that?
Taylor's like, I like it here.
I like it here. I did it because I can't skate. I could not skate. I was holding on to everything as I was going, looking like a fucking idiot, but
Yeah, I used to work at a factory further down that road, like when I was like 19, 20, and I'd drive by where like the old Thunder Skate used to be, and I'd get sad every morning. I just look at it and just like in longing of like, those were the good days.
The 50-cent Coca-Colas and quarter arcade machines. Yep.
There's just something about the smell of shitty fries in like a bowling alley or a roller rink that is just give me that crappy fried food.
Mm-hmm. That you're gonna stick your fingers into a bowling ball and then stick it into the greasy wet and then stick it back.
The fact that we did that every Monday night at St. Lucie Lanes and ordered food almost every time. We're just like, oh, like every time. Oh my God.
COVID was never gonna beat me.
No.
Here we go. Getting picked up early from school. That was always a good feeling. Get to say, give your friends a middle finger.
But if you
for what reason?
But what's the reason?
Does it matter? You're not in school.
No, it matters hard.
Surprise! We're picking you up. Other surprise. Grandma's dead.
Grandma's dead.
Yeah, either A, you were one of those kids that were like, "Oh, I drank too much milk and my tum hurt. I go home now." Like, no, that you're self-inducing harm. No, stop. That's not rewarded.
Like it's just for no reason. Yeah, totally.
You know what? I got picked up early the day of 9/11. It wasn't because of 9/11. It was because I had a doctor's appointment. But I remember my mom picking us up. She's like, "Did you hear about the bombing?" I'm like, "Ooh, what bombing?"
Oh, are we finally answering my question of where we were?
Yeah, we found out where Taylor was.
Oh my God, that's right.
I did not get picked up. I stood out there in the field looking at the skies like, what the hell is happening?
Are we next?
Yeah.
Tell you what, as a child that grew up on Hudson Island between my grandparents having a fruit stand and fishing and stuff, I was always terrified of being out there. Like a plane's going to hit the nuclear power plant. Every time I was out there, I'm like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I see a plane in the sky. I'm like looking at the whole time. That was like the next 10 years of my life after that until I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, getting picked up early from school is cool and all, but also loading yourself into the back of like the senior's car when they're leaving early,
when you're ditching,
and I'm like in the back seat going, I hope the parole person doesn't pull us over.
Yourself.
Like I was smuggled out of school early all the time.
Yeah, no.
That and in middle school, I rode my bike to school all the time, and there was like a whole crew and posse. Like during fourth or fifth period, we're like, "Nah, we're done. Unlock our bikes and just ditch and just ride as quick as we could."
Yeah. I didn't really start skipping until my junior year of high school when I started driving. I was always afraid of getting in trouble at school because my football coach. But
only time I ever really did was on a free pancake day for IHOP. All the seniors would skip and go there.
We all did that too with the IHOP in St. Lucie was. Yeah.
Yep. Senior day is different.
You would end up there with like rival high school seniors there.
It's just packed in there, and the one old lady that's working that shift that morning is like struggling her ass off, just so all these kids get a free little stack of pancake and everything.
And she ain't getting tipped at all.
She ain't getting tipped at all.
No,
absolutely not.
And I remember Tyler walking around. He ordered like the biggest stack that he could get of pancakes, and he was just walking around slapping people in the face with big pancakes.
Classic Tyler.
Classic Tyler.
In kindergarten, our teacher made us rainbow-colored bread, which was fascinating to me at the time. Cool. Never had some rainbow bread. Shout out
to here's my immediate next question.
I like
you just
bread.
Stay in that fascination for the rest of your life and not like figure out what it was? Because I kind of like that story better. Is that like you just woke up one day in kindergarten going, where the hell did this rainbow bread come from? And then just never seen it or questioned it again.
Never seen, like wondering if you wake up one morning with that memory just stuck in your head. And you're like, did I make that up? Did that happen? I've never seen rainbow bread since then.
I was going for more of a like event or like, you know, some kind of function that you were always remember growing up, but this person said no bills. I can respect that answer big time.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Waking up on a Saturday morning to the sound of distant mowers and owls hooting.
I mean, I can do that for you tomorrow if you want. I'll just rank up a lawnmower and just stand outside your window going, "Hoo!" Like, you know. Like, Easy. Done. I can relive that.
That sounds terrifying, actually. Just wait. Oh, what is that? You look out your window and Ben's face is pressed against the glass.
Here, I had. I'm not. I'm trying to read this, but I'm also listening.
I'm just picturing Ben's nose smushed against the glass.
This person said a positive child memory is the time I tested positive for having an appendicitis. I think you missed the question.
Oh my god, why did that get me? Because he was positive.
He was positive. Moving to Mexico and living on the beach. That sounds like a good one. Or getting to skate with Mike Vallely.
Mike Vallely?
I don't know
who is skater. Who is this? I need to know who this is.
Show me the Carfax.
I have no idea. You can go. Oh, you know who it is? It's that person who emailed us not too long ago about a secret.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
that is awesome. I would. Okay, screw skating with Ryan Sheckler. I would have loved to even meet Mike Vallely.
Tell me this.
Do you know who that is?
Was he ever on a Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is. Yes, yeah.
He was the bald. He was bald. He was like the big muscular bald dude. He has a legendary video that's not even skateboarding of him being jumped or completely circled at a bar by like 5 dudes and absolutely obliterating all of them. Like I feel like he fights more than he skates.
Sign of a good skater.
but he's an awesome guy.
Cool. Not being an adult, classic. And then one of the last comments. Oh no, we actually got a little story I can read out too.
No, that's a bullshit. Your best childhood memory was not being an adult. I guarantee you were so ready to be an adult. You're like, I'm ready to not listen to my mom. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, but those ideas definitely change.
Once you become an adult, yes.
That's why it's a memory. I remember when it was like to be a kid.
How do you remember the future? How do you remember the future?
This person might be at our wedding, so keep talking shit. It'd be great when y'all meet. And then anything with my dad. He made everything fun and good.
What's that like?
$5 therapy hour. Ben, what's the problem?
What? Sorry, I'm back.
Here we go.
That's nice. That's nice and wholesome. Not Ben's thing. The other thing.
No, that's a lovely memory.
Lovely.
A little short story someone sent us. They're a loyal listener to the pod, so we're going to read it out for them. It was a long one, but between 2nd and 5th grade, I was basically homeless with my mom, and we hopped from couch to couch for a while. In 5th grade, when I transferred to my last elementary school, I had no school supplies, not even a functioning book bag. The principal at my school heard about my troubles and bought a brand new book bag filled with brand new school supplies. Talking about everything. Crayons, markers, erasers, calculators, you name it. I remember my mom crying in the office and thanking the principal, and pretty much she's never not thought about that principal since then. See, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for events, people. Stuff that you awesome. Always take from your childhood and stuff like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the bruises, but that sounds better.
What?
I could have... What?
You'll take the bruises?
I was going to mute myself, and then you threw me off, and the sneeze kept coming.
Ben, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you don't have to take anything. You don't have to take it, Ben.
No, we all hold on to different things from our childhood. And I love that for them. That sounds like a great wholesome story.
That's good. That's the kind of thing that makes you actually believe in humanity again.
Yeah, I have probably my reason I'm into gambling is one of my favorite childhood memories.
Okay.
My grandfather who passed away, I think it was in like 11th grade, 2008 or something like that. he would had to babysit me one day. He was a big guy, older guy, could hardly move really, but he was still working, like 70 years old and stuff.
And he took you to the races.
Well, hold on. He was watching me, and I was telling you about the fruit stand he had on Hudson Island. We were there for like half a day. I helped him out. We went, got lunch. He took me fishing and stuff, and then we went to Highlight or however it's pronounced up in Fort Pierce.
Highlight.
I was joking.
No, he took me there. We put like $1,000 worth of horse bets in, and he was like, "Hey, pick some names for me." And I was like,
Damn.
"Ooh!" And I picked some names, and we took those tickets and went home. And I don't know how, but he has a horse racing track on his TV back in 2002 or something. I don't know what they had back then. And yeah, they all lost and everything, and he was very pissed off, and I was pissed off with him. But I had a dandy old time. I always remember that day. It was my great favorite memory of Pop. So
I lost him a lot of money.
There's
a lovely memory
too.
of getting a new Vice. Lovely memory of getting.
I would stay over their house in Florida. I don't know when they stopped, but late nights on the Saturday night in Florida, there would be a Florida lottery show like on Fox TV or some shit, and I watched it every time we were over there. You remember that one?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know when it went off, but it was like Wheel of Fortune style game show or something where they were just, and we stayed up, watched it every time, and The Price is Right and all these things. They're really the ones for my gambling addiction. I ain't gonna lie.
I do have another positive thing that story kind of reminded me of, and it's in the vein of the whole education thing. And I don't know what grade in middle school because I had him several times, but I had an art teacher that. I mean, I always kind of liked drawing and stuff, but this art teacher was like the best teacher of any subject I've ever had. And he's the one who like made me obsessed with art, but it wasn't just like drawing and painting and stuff like that. This dude, he taught us how to build huge, like we, as a big class project, we built a like 20-foot long space shuttle out of paper tubes and masking tape.
Oh, that's cool.
And painted it and hung it from the ceiling. We learned how to make all kinds of origami and stuff. We learned how to make kites out of like craft wood and paper.
All valuable life lessons, yes.
Yes, yeah. But, yeah, totally. But definitely one of the I don't know, out of all of my memories of school, like and a specific teacher in general, he's definitely like I don't know. He made a huge impact. And I think it's the same way with a lot of his students. I've never met someone who could do the kind of stuff he could do with just paper.
Oh, yeah. I think we all had a teacher like that. We all had a teacher like that.
Best childhood memory?
Yes.
Nap time. Second best childhood memory?
Give me an event. Give me a day.
My band director in high school. Greatest thing ever. Got to go to the Orange Bowl marching. It was structure. It was.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
It was everything. Like we were basically
the Orange
well known.
Bowl?
Orange Bowl. Did I say Orange Peel?
No. The Orange Bowl as in the game or just the arena?
As in the game in Miami.
Gotcha. Because it's called the Orange Bowl year round also.
Yes.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, like competition award winning like marching band. Weird thing. Anyways. And then number 3. All of the friends that I made along the way.
Aww.
But also, I don't know, Andrew, you might have come over for a few of them. I know Zach and Tyler did, like back when we were all in our own band. But my house was like the PG party house, if that makes any sense. Like, I didn't throw ragers or like we didn't drink beer and stuff at that place. But
you just did stupid shit.
You just did stupid stuff. Like, there was this, oh God, what's that freaking child show that's not Booba or Teletubbies? It was the one that the Aquabats made.
The Aquabats.
Yeah, the Aquabats made a kids show. And the dude, the host, was in a orange get-up suit. And there was... Here, let me ask...
Bear in a Big Blue House?
No, not that one either.
I never went to your house. I always would go to Schmidt's house.
Yeah, Schmidt's house was another one.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you guys are going to have to... Oh, Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, you don't need weed to laugh. Let me tell you what.
No.
Like, just stupid adolescent teenagers watching that show, and just like Elijah Wood's on there teaching how to do a dancey dance is what it was. And I was like, the stupidest thing. And dude, just cloud nine. So yeah, just having like the people all over, just hanging out.
I feel like I
food.
did that
We'd have
once
like
or twice
pancake
with
nights.
Shane.
Yeah. And we would have a weekly themed thing where it's like Wednesdays. This Wednesday, everyone bring some breakfast foods. We're all gonna just make a big smorgasbord breakfast meal.
You were the classic house everyone went to play video games, and like the parents were cool, but you didn't like do crazy stuff or stupid shit like that. 'Cause I had a friend's house. It was like Boy Scouts type thing, but we always hung out of it. Also,
we
were always playing Pokemon Stadium and shit.
Yeah. That's funny because my house was always that house with my friend group as well,
and that's why we never hung out as kids.
We were always at our own houses.
Competing houses.
No, come play games with me.
Yo, I heard Andrew has Code Red in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Oh my god, it's got a trampoline in a pool. But the opposite house where the parents didn't give a fuck and you got away with murder, that's actually one of my other favorite memories.
Those are the best. Those are the best, honestly.
Another Tyler in my life, Tyler Waters, how you doing, man? His parents' house. Woo! I won't go into too much detail, but I lived in a house for like a solid month during summer. Like my mom kept calling me like every 5 days, like, "You want to come home?" "Nope, I'm good. I'm here forever."
This isn't that party house, is it?
No, it never was like a party house, but like we would be up to
party house.
We'd be up to like 3 a.m.
Like that party house.
Oh no.
Okay.
We were like jam out. Like
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I thought it was the same first name. I was like,
it's same first name, different person.
Yeah.
But no, when I say the party house, we were allowed to play music there. As much as we want, as loud as we want, inside the house, like in like a basement, like loft type thing, and so that we were just all over there all the time, literally playing fucking music all the time and stuff. So, yeah, that's a fond memory. Like a bunch of people I used to hang out with back then, we'd always be over there. That's when I experienced people smoking weed out of a can for the first time in the woods. So I'm like, what's happening? He lived right next to the Devil Tree. And that's explain the shit we were doing and stuff like that.
Yes,
we were there all the
Very
time
familiar.
and everything. Yep, that area, of course, off California and shit.
Yep.
So
you just said something about now my brain is already putting out part of what you just said because I'm locked in on this specific memory. I don't want to talk crap because Shane was our boy, and his dad was really nice to me, whatever.
Where you going with this?
During the height of Blood of the Broken, our old band,
oh my god,
we used to practice over at Shane's house because Shane had his own place. His parents owned it and he rented it from them.
Yeah.
And he had a dog. And part of the stipulation of him renting the house from them is his dad never wanted us to practice there because it was too loud.
And Shane had to go to school.
And Shane had to go to school, and Zach sometimes would break sticks, and he was like, "Oh, what if a broken stick? Lola eats it, whatever." I just remember there was a couple nights where he showed up randomly.
The one though,
but the one specific time he busts in, he's yelling at Shane.
We were mid song, and the door just opens. We were right there in the living room.
He's yelling at Shane in front of the whole band. Shane is basically mocking him in front of him, and the dude is wearing his karate outfit.
Yeah, he's wearing his gi.
He came back.
He couldn't take him serious.
Yeah, he's like a 40-something-year-old dude. He walks in, and he's fresh from the dojo. He walks in, and he's like, got his hands like this. He's like, "What did I tell you?" Like,
I legit thought he wanted to fight one of us. I thought he was going to fight one of us.
Put his new skills to the test.
Yeah, he walked in like the freaking Karate Kid, ready to just put a beat down on us. Oh, that was so awkward, though.
In fairness, it's his damn house. It's his, whatever.
Yeah.
But the best part is he was always, the main issue is he was afraid of the neighbors complaining. And I remember him saying, or going around to the neighbors, like apologizing, and all of them were like, "Oh no, it's cool. We enjoy it," stuff like that. And he was like, "Well, no, it's not right." But it's like, if they say it's cool, then why isn't it cool? You know, I mean, it's just.
And I never had any issue with him having his own rules for the house that he owns. I mean, come on. But
Shane said, "Come practice." We were coming to practice. You know,
and we needed somewhere to practice. And it was the combination of Shane literally making faces at like behind his dad's back as he's being lectured to us, and his dad standing there like a freaking action hero from a kid's cartoon,
full karate,
with his fists on his hip.
All I'm thinking of is the dude from Napoleon Dynamite.
Literally.
Oh, like that. What's his damn name? That dude's in everything. But yes. Oh, he put the
American flag pants.
Flag pants. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm glad that's a top 3 cringy moment in my life. Moment. I just hated myself being there that whole damn time.
That was so rough.
Oh my god. That was like shortly after I joined too, because I remember I just got my full stack and I had it over, so everything was just louder than ever. And because I had all that dumb money. Yeah, that was good. I don't know how you got to that point because we were talking about positive moments, but I'll take it.
Man, a good laugh's always positive.
Yeah, it was you talking about being able to play music whenever you wanted at this other.
Yeah, Tyler's. Yep.
And for some reason, it's just where my head went. Ben, you're really zoomed in. I just realized this.
I'm glad you did just realize this. I have been slowly and incrementally zooming in by 1% over the last hour.
Damn it!
I am now at 256%.
Do you realize now that in editing, when this thing goes up for over half the episode, your square is just going to be your face like this? Like the freaking Nickelodeon guy.
Just put an image of Zordon right over that bad boy. We're good to
go. Put a blue filter on and we'll be good to go. All right, so I made it to 260%.
Rangers.
Oh my god!
When y'all remember that shitty Power Rangers movie that came out too long ago, when freaking they've wasted Bryan Cranston's potential so much, but
I didn't watch it.
Big
shock.
It was good. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm noticing something with myself. I don't find myself interested in watching movies lately.
But what I will tell you, is you should go out today, which would be Monday, and go watch the new D&D movie. It is really good.
Really?
It is.
I have heard
really
great
good.
things.
Wow!
I will tell you. I looked at that trailer when it first came out, like a few months ago, and I was like,
I remember
like
talking
shit.
about it.
Yeah. I was like, this looks bad. No way. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. We've got the day off. Emily and I had a day date, and we went to watch it. And I was like, no notes. This is really good. No notes.
Wow.
It was a little long, which is fine because that's how a session goes. But it just felt like a one-shot session. It was like pivots and hijinks. And
I do have a question. Is the whole thing in universe, or is it like someone is doing a campaign and it's flashing to their character? Oh, okay.
Nope. It is a in-universe movie, like people living in Dungeons and Dragons.
Is it campy at all, or is it just like takes itself serious the whole time?
There's campy because that's just the nature of D&D. Is like there's a character named Jornathan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally like it sounds like someone asked the DM, "Hey, like you meet an NPC. What's his name? Jornathan."
Jordan and Jonathan pops in their head.
Yeah, like Jornathan. Like who? Like that's not a name, but it sounds like something a DM would just make up on the fly. So like, there's a lot of little subtle laughs and stuff that if you know the universe and you know the campaigns, like it'll really help with. But Emily, who just got into it within the last say 6 months. She loved it. So I was like, cool. It's just a good fantasy movie.
I was always a fan of like those shitty ass 2000s sci-fi movies. Like I don't care which ones it is, like Van Helsing and all that.
Yeah.
And I was getting those vibes from this movie. So I was like, I'm going to watch it when it comes on Netflix or something.
It's not as campy as that. Okay. It's actually like a very there's like moments of it that I started tearing up. I was like, holy shit. Like this is a D&D movie. And And you know the tropes, you know the way it's going to go. There's the, you know, Schrodinger's gun and everything.
He didn't die. He's coming back to life, blah, blah, blah.
But the performance and the way it's shot and the story beats, you can just get lost in that and go, cool, I know this is coming, but it's still really good.
Well, that's got to be good for Chris Pine because Homeboy's been making some bad movies lately. Yes. And I saw him in the trailer for that. I was like, well, this is it for Chris Pine.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought this was going to be a major flop.
Yeah.
And this sounds terrible, but with like Michelle Rodriguez in it, it was like, oh, is this going to be like a Fast and the Furious style?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of hers.
Her part, best part of the whole movie. She killed it out of the park. She played a barbarian. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
She would nail that, honestly. That's
being all right. So being as you are into the world of D&D, someone who doesn't play D&D or doesn't know much about it, should they research anything before going into it or just watch it?
If you feel like doing extra but you don't need to know anything. The only key phrases I will say is Icewind Dale, Neverwinter, and Baldur's Gate. Those are like Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter are like the two main city hubs. That's where a lot of the stories revolve around. And if you know of them, it will inform some of it, but you don't need to know anything.
Baldur's Gate's the only one I've ever heard of.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's part of the issue I'm dealing with Mandalorian right now. Like all these callbacks to Rebels and Clone Wars that I just haven't seen are happening. And I'm like, I'm missing so many things that people are excited about. So trying to catch up on all that.
Zeb is kind of the only thing from Rebels that not true, the whales, but that's just kind of the little Easter egg thing. Are you caught up on that? Are you guys both caught up on that?
I haven't watched this last week's.
I haven't watched today's.
Okay.
I watched last week.
I watched it just just before this. I was laughing my ass off, honestly, in this one. And I don't know that was really the intention, but I was laughing.
I don't know about the overall story of all the way the show's going right now, but I mean, I'm enjoying the shit of like all the action and stuff like that.
They've stepped that up. They've stepped that up a lot.
I think they've heard the complaints a little bit, and it's been
let me sidebar. That's not how showbiz works, baby. All right, you don't hear complaints from the first 3 weeks of the episodes and go, let's just change everything.
No. He's saying from like
over the last few seasons, yeah.
No, honestly, season 1 was the best one they've ever done. This is mid compared. I was actually way more hyped about this season.
And stuff?
No, action sequences is fine. I'm talking about the story.
Oh, I'm talking action sequences right now.
Yeah, anything with better funding gets better looking, of course. But
have you gone back and rewatched from the beginning at all, or have you just like gone once through everything?
No, it's a once through.
One time.
I've seen one because I took my parents through it because my dad is a fan of all that stuff, but he never. It's like if no one will sit down with him to watch it, he won't watch it. So when we were living with them, I took them through. My parents made it all the way through Rebels. They watched all of Rebels, which surprised me. But
that's good.
Your dad's the classic dad who sits down to watch a movie and asleep 10 minutes later. That is your dad every time you ever watch something.
But he. What you call it? I went back and rewatched it from the beginning because I was taking them through it. Season 1 was still good. Season 2 was also good for the most part. But I'm actually enjoying this season the most, even though it feels like this season has a lot more side quests, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, what's the story? I thought he would be like the whole story of him be going back to Mandalore, and like they finished that by episode 2. I'm like,
it's not.
Where does this go? Yeah, I know I definitely know it's not, especially after what they set up last week and everything.
Yeah, that's definitely where they're going, and it goes even further in that direction this week.
Yeah,
but
I think what I'm really enjoying is all the Mandalorians that are in the show. Like the show's called The Mandalorian. It's not just about him this whole time, which makes me wonder how long Pedro is going to be on this show because he's starting to blow up.
He'll be. Well, fun fact: all he needs to do is ADR. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Unless, I don't see him taking his helmet off.
He's atoned. He's atoned for taking his helmet off. He's still following the way, so he has no reason to take his helmet off for the foreseeable future, unless he leaves the way.
Unless they're bringing all the tribes together, like they said they ended last week's episode.
True.
They're gonna start a new lore or something based off what they're going to improve on society.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's going to be a metaphor for how society should be nowadays and shit like that.
Nah, it ain't going to happen. It's going to fall apart.
Guaranteed. They love trying to make everyone happy. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to try, but then, the Mandalorian Civil War battle culture is going to inevitably fail and cause problems.
True.
I just like the thing that I'm liking from this season is that they're actually doing something with Bo-Katan, because she's a great character and she was awesome in the animated stuff. Yeah, Boca Raton. They're finally doing something with Boca Raton. And she doesn't deserve a backseat. Like, I like seeing her on the forefront of the plot. Oh, yeah. I freaking love Bo. She's awesome.
She's also a plot device for this because they're creating a wider narrative that's going to reinforce and inform Ahsoka and the whatever the Star Rangers show is going to be.
Star Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but
I think the next set of movies coming out is going to be like based on the world they're creating now, or is it just going to be something different?
I honestly hope they don't make any more freaking movies. I'm so tired of it.
No, they're definitely making movies. There's
Disney can't make Star Wars movies.
Is that's what you're talking about? Star Wars movies?
Yeah. movies wise. Like, are they going to do something completely different? Or are they going to try to connect all worlds together?
No, it's not. It's going to be just a Star Wars movie. But I'm just so over it. Like I was telling Emily, I was like, after the last episode of Bad Batch, and I freaking wept. And
I cried. I actually cried.
I got real mad because it was a nice sunny Wednesday, and I was like, I watched Mandalorian first. I was like, ooh, this episode was good. Things are spicing up. Let's get into Bad Batch.
That was your mistake.
I was like, there's 2 episodes out? Cool, let's kill it. First episode, I'm like, ooh, high stakes. Freaking last episode starts, and I immediately texted Emily. He's like, I am not well. This is this ruined my day.
That was rough, dude.
The show, and that's what I saw. Is like these stories. And when she got home, I turned it back on to that point. I was like, this is what I had to deal with. But the storytelling in the TV shows is just so much better. You have time to elaborate and find all these problems and stories, and that's kind of my issue with Mandalorian is it's falling into the Obi-Wan trap to where, and the Marvel TV trap to where it's going to take 5 episodes just to explain one plot thread.
Yeah.
And that's the issue I'm having with it. It's like it's falling into that trope. But if you follow things like Bad Batch or these like little mini things like Tales of the Jedi, where it's like short, concise, packed of story, I think that's the best way to tell stories. But that's just me. And then you keep the movies as like, hey, here's a fun little
story,
major event thing or side thing, like a Lando story. I would see that before Han Solo. Again, give me just a Lando story movie. All day.
I'll take more Jedi stories and stuff like that, but let's go back in time or something like way back, like the Old Republic days or some shit.
Well,
give me some like old shit.
Well, it's not Old Republic because Old Republic is completely different, but there is a show called The Acolyte coming out.
I saw that.
That is that's about 200 years or 150 years or something like that before the Phantom Menace. It's the furthest back in time we've ever seen in the Star Wars universe on a show. And it is centered around the emergence of new dark side powers during a time where there was no dark side to rival the Jedi. It's like their very, very peak of society. Mm-hmm. And it's basically like Sith coming out of nowhere and being like, nope.
Okay.
Sith coming out of hiding because they weren't nowhere.
Yeah, out of hiding, obviously, yeah. But like, there's something else around it that's like, I don't know. It's something about whatever it is. But anyways, it's dark side centered, and it's about like the golden age of Jedi, basically, and kind of them falling from that point to the point where you see everything in Phantom Menace.
So pretty much everything's going good. Everything, the world, the galaxy,
everything's hunky dory.
Everything, and then just that blackness just creeps in and stuff like that. Basically, so,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
cool. That sounds good. You mentioned crying over something. I finally watched Everything Everywhere All at Once last night. And
nice.
Good God, that was a ride and a half. There's some stuff in there I was not expecting, but
the movie will make you think. Make you think, man. It's a good one.
The whole they have to do something that they wouldn't do to get these unlock the other universe's powers and stuff, basically. And then they were looking at the trophy on the table. Andrew has no idea, but he'll find out when he watches.
I still haven't watched it. Yeah,
yeah, that movie that was a ride.
Butt plug kung fu. That's all you need to know.
Butt plug.
What?
Nope. That's all you're gonna get.
That's all you get. That's all the tease you get. You need to go watch it to find out.
Oh my god, it was a fun one. But definitely, Marvel's never gonna be able to touch that multiverse type vibes.
No,
not
they
at all.
nailed it.
This is kind of the thing that it is starting to creep up on me now. Is like you said, the whole Marvel / Star Wars TV syndrome. It's more Marvel, I feel like, as of right now than it is Star Wars, but
it's because we got like 30 of them.
I feel like we get a show centered around a character, and the entire season is nothing but teasing. It's nothing but teasing and build up, and I don't. And it's frustrating because you have to wait years and years sometimes between the continuation of a story, and by the time it finally comes around, it's like, oh, this is what it was teasing to, but it's just more teasing. Yeah. It's like just tell a concise story that's worth the time of watching.
You can do that shit when you're releasing 2 movies a year, not when you're releasing like 8 episodes a season or 8 seasons a year or some shit.
Yeah.
Because now we're waiting on like 20 damn things that happened during the damn Secret Wars and shit. So it's just back then we were just waiting for Thanos to show up and like let's get to the gauntlet. You know, let's battle this one out. But
I feel like there's also, and this could be just me. I feel like the age of binge watching has kind of ruined the week to week thing for me because I've gone back and rewatched shows that were week to week releases that I thought were just okay. Whereas sitting and watching them at my leisure as much as I wanted, it made the show better because it made it feel more concise. There wasn't a week length of time in between episodes where I'm forgetting about things happening. And by the time you get through a freaking 8 episode season, it's been 8 weeks. And it's like, this is where we end up after 8 weeks. Yeah. But then when you watch it all, sit down and watch all of it at once, it's like, oh, okay, that's a little better actually that way.
I definitely prefer like the Netflix way of releasing everything. Well, I like how they divide it in the seasons up.
I was about to say, not anymore. Yeah. They've been doing a lot more releases where it's week to week now.
Have they? I haven't watched a new show in a while. A few of the shows I've watched recently, they do like half, and then like a month later, the other half comes out. Like Stranger Things did that. I like that. But I like watching shows on my own time. Like if it's a Friday night, I just want to be in and watch 2 or 3. Let me do that. But I hate having. I'm getting tired of having to wait every week. I mean, obviously that's the old school way of doing it, and like you'll run out of content to watch if you just sit there and binge them all. But let me have that.
Dude, I swear to God, if the next season of Stranger Things does that again, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, they will. They're gonna drag that bitch out. Last season, absolutely. I was upset because we watched The Bear on a Friday night. Like we literally like 8 o'clock watched it and watched the whole season till like 2 a.m. because we were so sucked into the TV for that show. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited. That's gonna be the one show we go back and watch in one night again. But then I realized it's gonna be an FX show. I'm gonna have a 20-minute episode every Friday night to watch, and it was all right when I was watching Atlanta, but they get kind of old. So, but
yeah.
But did you ever go watch Atlanta, Andrew?
No, I still haven't made it to it. You have to have Hulu, right?
It's on Hulu. Yeah,
but I don't have Hulu, so.
God, you're so cheap.
You don't know anyone with Hulu. Login, dude. How do you not have Hulu? I gave you my login and created your own profile when I lived with you. Who's using the Krugers?
Nobody, because that was in 2019. That was 4 years ago.
Ben, I gave him my HBO like 2 years ago. Made him a profile that says the Krugs, and like a month ago, he was like, "Do you have HBO?" I'm like, "When has this profile been here for this whole time?"
I lost the sign. I lost the sign in for that. That's why.
How you lose it? It's on your phone, obviously.
It signed me off. No, I don't watch it on my phone.
No, your password I sent to you is you just search for it. HBO.
Do you know how much we talk? Do you know how much we talk?
You know how much I could find stuff easily while searching?
Whatever. That's why I asked you.
Technology, baby. God. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
What did we learn this week, boys and girls?
My childhood is scarred.
Stop releasing things week to week, damn it.
There we go. Ben,
this is the future.
Give me more Star Wars.
I would like a Star Wars, please.
I would like to see a Star Wars.
Here's some money, sweetie.
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.
All right, y'all hear the music. We're going to get the hell on out of here. Till next week, everyone. Say toodles.
Toodles.
Bye.
Tutelage. Bye. Don't creep them out too much.
Okay, you can stop, Ben.
Man, please, you're scaring me. You're scaring the
You
children.
actually look frozen. Okay.
It's just like,